What's going on, everybody? Right now we're heading to a location that's pretty unique. This house has a dark history, but it's really just fiction. This house is a home that was used in a horror movie about 10 years ago. My friend Chris came here, he stumbled upon this place. He uploaded the video thinking that really bad things happened here because he had no idea the history, but because of some comments, people recognized the place, and it turns out it was used in a movie. So there's a ton of stuff left behind here. Really creepy property, as I'm gonna show you in a bit. And one thing that really is creepy is the carvings that are here. And I've really never explored an abandoned movie set, so let's go check it out. Look at this. You have a swing that used to be here in front of this house. It's all rusty now. I wonder if that was a prop or what. But we are on site at a very beautiful house here in New England. Of course, it's red. Beautiful home. We also have some sheds. That kind of looks like an outhouse. And we have a giant barn hidden back there. We're gonna check this whole outside last. We're gonna go inside the house and let me show you guys around. So we just entered the house. I noticed these doors. These are very old. Not sure of when this house was actually built. It does look like a very old property though. And we're gonna look around now. Another empty room, but this was obviously like the living room back in the day. Now the room that we're gonna be coming up to now is pretty interesting. This is gonna be the kitchen over here, which is actually pretty nice. One of the nicest rooms I've seen in here so far. Really vintage, old school kitchen. And we do have some appliances left behind, as well as this old saltine cracker tin, which is a pretty cool find left here. Looks like we got some like moonshine left here. Gross. Definitely like mid-century, this whole area. We have a name for the stove as well. Filgus Tappin'. Oh, look at this. So here on the stove, I've seen this in old stoves and ovens before, but they show you like what temperature and how long to cook certain things. So as you could see on the screen there, it says pork loin 300 to 350, 30 minutes. Let's see if I move this gauge. It moves. Oh no, it doesn't. I was really hopeful for that, but so far, I guess we're having pork loin for dinner. Gotta love this cabinet built into the home itself. Not put here by anybody, but... And we're gonna leave this room. This is one of the coolest rooms here. So in the movie, it was a horror movie. So the son basically inherited the house from his father and figures out that the place is haunted. Pretty much like every horror movie, but the movie set left this really awesome carving in the ground. It's like Egyptian. You can see the Egyptian eye here in the middle. Maybe with some like Doesn't look like hieroglyphics either, but it's like some Latin or some other words written around the edge of there with some wings. So yeah, I never watched this movie. You guys let me know if you've seen the movie. Apparently it sucked though. Also in the room here, we have some old furniture left behind. This stuff is actually really cool, and it does look vintage. It's not just like a replica of a time period. So I'm wondering if this was actually left here from the previous owners, because I do believe this house was abandoned for some time. Very low window for a bathroom. But out here in the woods, you have all the privacy in the world, so you really don't got to worry about anybody peeping. So you could see the sink there, and I don't know if I'm just going off a limb here, but I see this hole here, and perhaps they use that for a camera, because there obviously was a mirror here at one point, so to do like a looking in the mirror shot, they could have been sticking a camera through that little hole. It's very cool to see an abandoned house used for something, you know, after it's left behind, because most of these places just get left behind and they never really have a purpose. And this is a very creepy room with a baby crib in it. Very small child's room. I got another little bedroom here. I'm not quite sure what this would be here. Maybe a boy's room with the horses and the construction car. I also have this creepy wheelchair. Not wheelchair, rocking chair. Look how creepy that is. The lighting is so cool right now. It's like perfectly hitting that chair. Yeah, I seriously doubt anything's gonna be left inside this house. Oh, look at that. A similar hole to the one in the bathroom. This also could have been used for filming purposes. Unless people are just going around kicking holes in the wall. I mean, that's also another thing. But they seem to be placed pretty strategically, it seems. So we got some more rooms to look at here. Another rocking chair. So creepy, just like looking out the window. It's like as if somebody's sitting there. It just has that type of presence. Floors are so bad here. Random little closet area that has the chimney within it. Oh my god. Ooh, this bedroom is nearly set up. Just have the mattress left here in a dresser. One thing the movie set can't replicate, really, is the wallpaper here. This all looks very vintage to the original stuff that was here. I doubt they redid this whole place for it. I mean, you could even see the floor, still very vintage. So they kept this place pretty much the same when they filmed it. You know, wallpaper I'm not crazy for, but this kind of has a vintage feel to it, so I could appreciate it. Oh, this is creepy. Whoa. Yeah, so these are all just props still left here. I haven't seen the movie, so, you know, these might be like a spoiler or something, but really creepy, honestly, that's still here. I mean, anybody that comes across this house has to be thinking the absolute worst when they see all this, thinking it's so creepy, especially being in a room hidden behind a curtain. And not only that, there's like a blood spatter everywhere. We have like splatter marks. Very weird. So as we're shooting here, Chris is informing me on a little bit more information that he's gathered.
So last time I was here, I was with Josh, and a guy approached him that knew him from YouTube, and he was telling us that the place is actually previously haunted before the actual movie came here. So it's pretty crazy. They said there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened here. He wouldn't go into too much detail.
It would really make a good, genuine location for like a movie set to pick the actual suspected haunted house. So that does actually prove that this house was indeed abandoned before it was, you know, available for shooting for the movie and such. Pretty crazy. You know, a lot of people love haunted houses and stuff like that, and like actual haunted places, not just like fun houses. So I'm surprised they didn't like try putting this place on the market. It's a beautiful old home. It does require a lot of like TLC, but there's so many people out there that would buy old homes. So it's crazy they just didn't even try to make this a, you know, location worth buying, because it's actually right next to a creek too. It's a beautiful location, but we've actually checked out everything we could inside this house. So we're gonna walk around the property and we're gonna see what else we could find here. It's a really creepy place, perfect location for us right now. So if you guys are enjoying so far, leave a thumbs up. Let's go outside without falling through the floor. So let's check out the inside of this shed real quick. Just take a quick pick. Just take a quick pick. Quick pick. Peek inside. Oh, we actually have some really old furniture in here. We have an old white dresser over there. And another rocking chair. Two more, in fact. One there. One there. We even have like this super 60s or 70s vacuum. Pink and green. It's a pretty cool find. Even have some old mattresses up there. Just an old work shed. I thought this was an outhouse before. It's a big possibility it could be. It definitely was. You could actually see underneath the house. It like drops down quite a bit, so it'd probably just go into a giant hole. But yeah, this is totally an outhouse. People would sit their tush down right over there. Toilet paper right on the wall. This property is definitely pretty cool. We're walking in the back, and right now we have our eyes on a giant red barn. And it almost looks like a whole nother house behind that. Very creepy looking. Very faded red and brown, black. And we just have like a whole nother house back here also. I'm imagining these are probably horse stables. We'll look in the window over here. Wow. Really just empty. You could see what they did though. They started reinforcing the walls from the inside. Let's see what this one's all about. Maybe this was a horse stable. Kind of looks like one. We have an entrance over here. Huh. Not quite sure what this was. So moving along on the opposite side of where the barn is, we have some more houses collapsed, but they're still here. Maybe these are like chicken coops or something, just random sheds. Doesn't really look like anything was ever in here. Whatever it was fell down a really long time ago. But that's gonna do it for today's exploration. Really cool, unique property here. Not every day you get to visit a location that is not only an actual haunted house, but one of which was used in a haunted horror movie. Like I said before, the movie apparently sucked, but hopefully this film was a little better than that one. Anyway, I loved everything we found, whether it was from the crew, film set, or it was left from long ago. I love exploring abandoned places. No matter what the history, I always find something interesting within these old places. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you want to. We're currently on the road to about 500K. So that's really exciting. If you guys want to support, hit subscribe, click that bell. That's gonna be it. Peace out. Have a good day. Stay curious.